Welcome to the culinary apocalypse, medieval peasant food. Forget gourmet dining. Today, we're diving into a world where dinner was beige, bland, and sometimes alive. We're recreating ancient recipes, taste testing the unimaginable, and seeing if we can survive a day eating like a 12th century farmer. The challenge: eat only what a peasant could eat. No spices, no sugar, no modern comforts. Will we find a hidden gem, or just end up with scurvy? Let's find out. This is what medieval peasants really ate. Let's go. First up, bread. But not the kind you know. Medieval peasant bread was dense, heavy, and often rock-hard, made from rye barley or oats. Baked in big batches to last weeks, it quickly turned stale and sometimes moldy. Waste nothing, scrape off the mold, soak the bread in water or ale and eat it anyway. We baked our own version. It's basically a brick, no salt, no yeast, just coarse flour and water. Eating it is a jaw workout, and breaking a tooth was a real risk. Bonus ingredients: grit, dirt, maybe a weevil or two. The goal: get calories in, don't ask questions. For our challenge, we each have to finish a slice. No water, no soup, just pure medieval misery. This is where the weak are separated from the strong. Eat fast before it rots. Let's see who survives the first course. This is going to be brutal. Next up, pottage, or as I call it, depression in a bowl. This was the one-pot meal peasants ate for every meal. Grains boiled into a thick, gloopy porridge. The pot was never emptied, just topped up with whatever vegetables were on hand. The result? A brownish-gray sludge that looked and tasted like despair. We made our own, and the smell is earthy in a bad way. Imagine eating the same unwashed stew every day of your life. Sometimes a few herbs made it in, but flavor was never the point. For our challenge, everyone has to finish a full bowl. No complaints. Can we stomach the taste of medieval misery? Let's find out. Wish us luck. Let's talk vegetables medieval style. Forget colorful salads. The peasant garden was all onions, cabbage, and leeks. No potatoes, no tomatoes, no corn. Just hearty, pale root veggies and bitter greens. Most ended up boiled to mush in pottage, but sometimes you got a raw turnip or roasted onion. Salt was a rare treat. Most food was completely unseasoned. For this challenge, we're eating a plate of boiled cabbage, raw onion, and a sad turnip. No salt, no butter, just pure vegetable. This was their side dish. For us, it's punishment. It's a stark reminder of how much we take for granted. A little salt could transform a meal, but they lived without it. Let's dig in and see if we can handle the taste of medieval greens. This is food at its most basic. What about meat? For peasants, it was almost never on the menu. Hunting was illegal, livestock were too valuable alive, and chickens were kept for eggs. Meat usually meant an animal died of old age or illness. Nothing wasted, no questions asked. Mystery meat stew was common, and sometimes protein came from snails, frogs, or eels. Eggs were the real staple, but snails and frogs were a treat. For our challenge, we're eating snails, boiled medieval style. The reactions will be priceless. This is where we separate the true survivors from the picky eaters. Let's see who can handle a mouthful of medieval protein. Now, the darkest part: food preservation, or the lack of it. No fridges, no freezers. Eat it before it rots, or eat it anyway. Moldy bread, scrape it off. Fuzzy cheese, extra flavor. Surprise stew was the catch-all: wilted veggies, questionable meat, and mystery cheese all in one pot. Every meal was a gamble with food poisoning. Their immune systems were ironclad out of necessity. We waste food today, but for them, nothing was thrown away. For our final challenge, we've made our own mystery meal. Ingredients slightly past their prime, identities hidden. Each team member has to take a bite and guess what it is. This is the ultimate tribute to the medieval peasants' questionable diet. Let's see who has the guts to face the mystery meal. We survived a day eating like medieval peasants, and I've never been more grateful for pizza. Their diet was pure survival. No choices, just resilience. This challenge made me appreciate the variety and safety of modern food. Next time you complain about soggy fries, remember, peasants had gruel and gratitude. Thanks to my team for their iron stomachs. And thank you for watching this wild journey through history's worst menu.